to listen to some tall tales we heard from our dearly beloved abuelas. Tales make us grow, and fond memories become just part and parcel of our lives. Is it any wonder our dear mothers and fathers will take time to tell us those beautiful bedtime stories? Stories that take us to dreamland and bask in the grandeur of God's creation. There was a man named Brando. Brando is the único hijo of that rich haciendero named Don Tiburcio. Doña Lucita, his mother, had wanted to have 4 children. Don Tiburcio would tell him. But on a cold night of December, she died upon giving birth to him. Had it been in a place of metropolis, she wouldn't have suffered loss of blood, and perhaps Brando wouldn't have grown up motherless. It was Aunt Bertha, a dutiful handmaid of the family, that took care of Brando till he got to be a daddy. That barrio, where that huge ancestral house is situated in the middle of a wide coffee and coconut plantations. The neighborhood is ever so good and caring. There would be singing and dancing during celebrations, especially at harvest time. Some moonlit nights, those swains and dames would sing and dance till the break of dawn. Brando, as a lad of 10, would be in the company of great friends. Sylvia, daughter of a tenant, tending on the livestock and the coffee plantation of theirs. Sirio was Brando's constant companion in the big house, being the son of Aunt Bertha. They would sing their beautiful serenades in those summer nights, and they would share their dreams together. But all good things must end someday. Brando had to be in the city for a better education, while Sirio was to study scientific farming in some agricultural school in the province. Sylvia by herself will have to be left behind, and all 3 vow to see each other when studies are over and they are to face a life of maturity. There was this alarming news of impending war, where all of the swains of the land were recruited to military service. Sylvia, on her part, was to be in the infirmary when the war broke out, binding the wounded and feeding the lame. No news was heard of Brando and Sirio. Don Tiburcio, who fled to the other country when the war was raging, sent fears of his coming home when the war is over. Brando and Sirio, who were sent to the front, had no news of coming home or whether or not they are still alive. A pregnant woman just gave birth on the maternity section. This woman from the other towns was said to be Sirio's sweetheart. So where are they? Sylvia would lament. We vowed to see each other in that ancestral house when we are all grown up. Oh, cruel war! Sylvia cried to the full moon one night when bombs and guns were already silenced. In the balcony of that infirmary, Sylvia's lamentation to the moon and stars was full of sorrows. Nothing is left. If she was not in the hospital where she worked as a attendant, she would have perished when the fire raised down all that there was for them. Thank God her mother and father, together with Sylvia's younger brother, were brought to the infirmary by the good neighbors. But even as they are now in their recovery, which home will they retreat? From a distance, approaching, Sylvia peers through the moonlight. 2 men approaching. One plays a harmonica, the other singing old familiar melody. Lo and behold, Brando and Cyril, they are back to that old ancestral home, done with crucial ways. Here, the Triumvirate starts to live life anew in time of peace. After the break of dawn, new morrow awaits for the Triumvirate in that old ancestral home. The Triumvirate.